We're getting on. There we are.
Woo! It's Oscar Sunday!
Ow! Or as I call it, the Gay Super Bowl.
Or I call it the Bean Flickin' to Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jacob Tremblay, right?
Right.
You know what? I ain't about the underage bean flicking, but I'm about that.
You guys
Brad
ready?
Pitt and Angelina Jolie with the leg flicking.
We gotta open up. We gotta open up some of this fabulous.
Can you like
Cordon
air
Bleu.
mail it to me like in a box?
I'll
I'd
pour
love
some
to
in a
get-
box and send it to
Okay,
you. Let me
let's-
open this up right now.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
raising my glass. All right, Brian, you got your glass, baby? Come on. I've
Brian,
been starting.
Technical director.
Just pop it, baby. Pop it. Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special Nerds on Film. I'm Brian Moriarty.
And Roxito Berry.
And I am Sean Moriarty.
Yeah.
Hey, boo
It
boo.
was Oscar
Hey.
Sunday. We are
Hey.
super excited.
Just because of
So-
all the Oscar so white controversy, I've changed my voice to this for the whole show. Is what's happening.
Oh, girl.
You can
look-
send your hate mail to Sean Mo at nerdonomy.com.
And the Oscar for biggest shit show goes to.
Always.
Sean Moriarty.
I've been campaigning for that for a year, Brian. You do not understand
Biggest
how
shit show?
disappointed I am.
That'd be great.
That was just an upset
And you know,
of the year.
this year, there could have been quite a few biggest shit shows. San Andreas,
Roxy during October.
Fantastic Four.
Roxy in February.
Oh, you're talking about personal. I always thought we were talking about cinematic shit shows.
You don't
because-
call this cinematic? I consider myself pretty.
No,
very
he's
cinematic.
Do you have a-
talking about human shit shows,
My
you know?
head. Yeah, we're talking
Whatever.
about real life shit shows. I stand by my theory and my prediction that tonight, a la Goblet of Fire, someone in Hollywood, and this is a compliment to you, Brian, someone out there in Hollywood with a big beard, I'm just gonna picture them with a beard, put your French clown film for consideration into the ballot, and then Hollywood was like, what's up? And they voted for you, and you're gonna win tonight, but you're gonna win like here. And you're gonna have to like teleconference in and be like, "Hi, Academy, thanks for the award.
if that
Let me
were-
love you.
if-
You
if-
like me. You really like me."
If that were to happen, I think most of our atheists would convert to theism because that would be no greater proof that God actually exists. Because that would never happen.
Well, what if I prayed to Buddha?
I think Stephen Hawking will walk before that would happen.
What about Jehovah?
Stephen Hawking.
I'm all about
Really,
all the
Brian?
days. I'm part Muslim. I can pray to Allah and make this happen.
Okay, well,
I'm not-
you get on that, Ben.
Yeah, I will start praying right now.
I hope you first off, this apartment
Yeah.
doesn't face east. Second of all,
This
I hope
is
you
haram.
realize you don't have your prayer mat with you.
And I realize
So-
I'm totally haram right now with this blood of Christ, so I probably should not be in.
And our snacks are not halal, by the way.
Our
so
snacks are
not halal. So I hope you realize that, like,
Oh, my grandmother is rolling.
Mine
over her
is
face
shit.
right now.
Mine is.
So
I got
you know-
hummus.
You know, honey, yeah. Welcome to the Middle East, where all we do is get down with our hummus.
so anyway-
And blow people up.
yeah.
Did I say
So
what I said?
anyway, as you might have noticed, Sarah Ashley is not here. She will be here for the post show.
She's gonna accept Brian's award on his behalf.
And
She's there.
yeah, she's working an event right now.
Guys,
That is-
she's there.
She's working an event. She didn't specify which one. We think it's through her work,
Oscars.
but we think she also might just be in LA right now.
She's in Brie Larson's dress.
Try to jump the fence at the
She's hiding in her
the
knickers.
Dolby Theater, which I don't think they have a fence,
Her knickers.
so that's impressive in and of itself.
Knickers.
But also Dave McGuire couldn't be here.
He's hiding in Tobey Maguire's dress.
He woke up this morning and wasn't feeling too hot. In
Because
fact,
he was cramped in somebody's bruise.
No, he's
Sorry.
sick. He's sick. But I do want to tell you, Dave, you should have
David
sucked it
Krabs.
up. You should have sucked it up, Dave, because 2 years ago, I was all cracked out on Sudafed just to make it. He could have taken over the counter crystal meth and made it, but he doesn't want to damage his body like I
Well,
do,
Bryan
so.
Cranston is nominated tonight, so maybe he did get some crystal meth. Maybe he did get that blue.
That blue shit from New Mexico is so good.
So that boo boo.
Mhm. This champagne is.
I think honestly, you guys should just. I could leave at this point.
It's the Brian and Roxy, it's the Sean and Roxy show.
There would be no momentum loss if I wasn't here at all.
I'm totally down to do a separate podcast with just you get your own little podcast with Sarah Nerds on Words, and me and Roxy are gonna do one called Two Suburban White-ish Nerds on Doing Hood Rat Things with Our Friends. That's what we'll make our podcast that.
Suburban Hood Rat shit with Sean and Roxy.
Yeah, welcome back to Suburban White-ish Hood Rat shit.
It'll be your first podcast to debut on Periscope.
All right, viewers, and fellow podcasters. We don't have that much time left. We got 25 minutes to talk about what's going on tonight. Who do we think's going to win? Who do we want to win? That's a big difference. We got to make sure people know that. Who do we think's going to win and who we want to win?
Oh shit!
Yes,
oh
indeed.
Shit!
Well, I think it goes without saying at this point, there's very little question that The Revenant is going to do very, very well.
I don't know who's going to win Best Picture. I think it's between Spotlight and Room.
I think Spotlight and Room would not be surprising. Personally, the one I want to win, which has won't necessarily win at all, is Brooklyn. Brooklyn, I think, was my personal favorite.
Brooklyn might win for cinematography or writing or screenplay.
Maybe
Brooklyn wins. Brooklyn wins Best Movie to put you to sleep without drugs for me. Honestly.
Saoirse Ronan, by the way, I saw a picture of her. She looks like a babe.
Oh, she's fine.
I've loved that girl since Atonement.
She's a fine Irish girl. Mm-hmm.
She's a fine Irish girl.
I would get all up in that soda bread.
I would eat that girl's haggis any day. Wait, that's Scottish.
Wow.
Never
mind.
Yeah,
just saying,
I know, right? She's legal.
If you say you would eat her stew, that just sounds really, really
All right, let's talk about the big nominations here, guys. Big nominations. Who do we think's gonna win? Who do you think and who do you want to win for cinematography?
Who wants to go first?
Oh, God. I mean, honestly,
Brian? Okay, please.
Sorry. Hang on. There's a lot of good choices. Sicario was pretty damn well shot.
Sicario.
I gotta be honest. But I also would not be surprised if Mad Max Fury Road, because that movie was just fucking stunning.
For cinematography?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. In black and white, by the way. My buddy watched it in black and white, but he did it on purpose. He changed the color on his TV. He didn't buy the black and white DVD.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of movies that they talk about that if you change it to black and white, it totally changes the feeling
fucking
of the film.
Beautiful, by the way. Mad Max Fury Road in black and white. Check it out, y'all. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, I am in awe because the contrast is just incredible and the quality is perfect. So cinematographer in Mad Max, hell to the yeah. What else, Brian?
Hey, whoa! Hey, fuckers, you forgot me. I got Sarah'd. I got totally
excuse me, we're not done with Brian, by the way. I thought we were going through all of our predictions.
We're running out of time, and you guys are fucking up, so hurry up!
Are we really, though? We've got, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, 22.
18 minutes? Oh, shit.
Yeah, but half of that is going to be me masturbating while looking into the camera slowly while the song from Silence of the Lambs plays in the background.
So Dave's saying he's trying to message us, but
hey Dave, if you want to talk to us, you should have been here. Sorry, bro.
Oh, Dave.
I'm sorry.
Brian,
I love you, Dave.
Who do you want?
Who do I want to be here? I want Dave to be here. But who do I want?
I want Dave
for Best Picture.
Who do you want?
I already said I want Brooklyn to win Best Picture.
Best, we know Best Actor. I mean, we're all in agreement. It's Leo's night, right?
It is, but I want Bryan Cranston to win.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see Trumbo. What'd you think of it?
I thought it was a great piece of acting on his part. He was a completely different character than he's ever been.
True that.
And if nothing else, I mean, I think, truth be told, the nomination was just a recognition of that accomplishment for him, which is fine. It would be amazing if he won, and that would, I mean, I personally just want to see Leo's face just get really just stone cold.
I want to see Kate Winslet cry when Leo wins. And wouldn't it be amazing if Kate Winslet won too? It'd be like Jack and Rose got their,
Oh God,
it could be amazing.
Not gonna happen though.
I just want to see Leo break. Like I want them.
What? Kate Winslet's neck?
No. I want them to have the camera on Leo the entire time. And as whoever wins walks up to the podium, just look at his face and him trying to be like,
Well, remember the last episode we did where we talked? I showed you guys a video of Leo, like a montage of Leo losing to Matthew
Yes,
McConaughey.
and it's so
Will
great.
Go On was playing, and this is gonna be an extension of that. Of him just like holding it in, just holding it in.
That was my impression of him breaking.
Gilbert. I saw that. That was beautiful.
You're shrinking, Gilbert. All right. Hey, Josh Groban stunt double and Drunky the Clown. Calm down for a second so I can talk. Okay.
Josh Groban's stunt double. If I'm Josh Groban's
Beardless,
stunt double,
beardless stunt double, voice stunt double. Beardless voice stunt double.
Josh Groban's got to.
Yes.
gain some
Okay.
weight if
Sean,
that's the
it's
case.
your turn.
I went Brian Moriarty this year. I saw almost all of these fucking movies. I watched Sicario last night,
You
so I
did.
think I have
You
a good
completed the
idea.
challenge.
I did. I
Nice.
completed the challenge. So best picture, I think it's going to go to The Revenant. I would really love for Mad Max to win, even though I don't know, for some reason I don't think it can. But I think that for Mad Max, people are underestimating it in a lot of categories. I almost can guarantee it's going to win cinematography, costume design, and production design. I think that those three, and possibly another one of those years, Brian, because you've said before that rarely a movie will win Best Picture and the director doesn't win Best Director. I think Revenant's going to win Best Picture, but I think George Miller and all the shit he had to deal with for almost, over a decade of drama trying to get that movie made and what ended up being the final product, I think that George Miller might win. I'm almost sure he's going to win Best Director.
Wow. I mean, it's been a long time for George Miller too, so I think this is a great. It's kind of like the Mickey Rourke story.
Miller might win. I'm almost sure he's going to win.
Oh, sorry. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Wow. I mean, it's been a long time.
Here we go. Sorry about
Like
that.
my twin.
I opened up the watch page for a second, and it.
Brian
insane.
Moriarty, the human technical difficulty.
This is my drunk day, okay? Stay away
You're like,
from
how
my
dare you?
You do
How
not undermine my
dare you?"
authority.
How dare you?
Brian, feel free to just
guys-
pinch her in the neck so she passes out at any point.
That was my impression of most high school tech crews who turn on a live mic backstage and someone's shit talking about an accident. That just happened,
Crouching Tiger,
but
Hidden
in the
Roxy.
podcast form.
Crouching
I'm
Tiger,
Brian.
Hidden Roxy. Except instead of the Green Destiny, you have a giant glass of wine.
Dude, Vanessa, thanks for the hookup, girl. I see you. I love you.
Yes,
I love this wine.
Vanessa, Brian's lady friend, is currently our fluffer. She'll jump in. She'll jump in to stimulate either Brian or Roxy when necessary.
Oh, I am hard. I am hard as the Canadian Mounties. Rockies. Mounties on the Rockies.
Canadian
Mounties on the Rockies.
When they climb the
Mounties
hills, they get
on the
hard as
Rockies.
they get. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're riding
Mounties
their
on
horses.
the Rockies. Mounties on the Rockies.
Do you guys want to hear my predictions or not?
Yes.
ahead.
All right. Let's talk about the Oscars for fuck's sake.
Let's
So,
fucking
Roxy-
talk about the
Roxy, let's go to acting.
Why
Let's
start
talk
now?
about acting. Do it.
Keeping you assholes on track is like herding giant fat or internet cats. Like
Why? If they're
like-
so fat, they shouldn't be hard to wrangle. They're just sitting there.
Oh
licking
no, they are just horrible, and they're horrible. I love you guys.
And they don't move either. You drag them by their collar and they just
while they're playing the piano and sticking their tongues out. Okay, let's talk Oscars. Costume design. I want Cinderella to win.
I agree with that actually.
Yeah.
I think so too. Now, she got
Fuck off.
now, she got a double nomination this year because she was also nominated for Carol.
Mm-hmm.
And
Kate Blanchett. What's the?
generally speaking, statistically, when someone's double nominated, it usually means that they win neither.
Really?
But yeah, that's generally how it's been. Yeah. But Sadie Powell might have a good chance because she
Sick.
did. Some
I don't know
really-
about
those
Cinderella.
dresses-
Cinderella's costume design, and I hate to use this douchebaggy hipster word, but I think it's too derivative. It was too close to what was already an established cartoon version to that. It's like it wasn't that much of a undertaking.
But it's Disney. Disney's doing that on purpose. though.
Here's my feeling about the moment when the dress was revealed. I thought the combination of CGI and practical effects. Oh, Brian, give me a break. I'm like halfway through the bottle already.
There's Jameson. This is a good chunk of Jameson.
Whatever.
And-
No, there's not. I
That
can see how
moment-
brown it is from the soda. It should be fucking really, really clear.
That's what she said. Anyway,
Saoirse Ronan would be.
that moment was
disgusted
so
with it.
emotionally charged for me. Y'all are a bunch of assholes. Shut up. That moment was so emotionally charged. How could that not pull at your heartstrings as a Disney fan, as a film fan? I thought it was so
Sure.
beautifully done. That alone just qualifies the nomination. you know? And I thought everything was so clean and sharp, and Kate Blanchett in those costumes, she lived as the evil stepmother.
Yeah, it was weird. It was almost like some odd combination of the period, like which was in like late 18th century, early 19th century France, and yet also had a little bit of like an element of 1930s.
Totally.
Yeah.
For Best Picture, I think it's a three-way toss between Revenant, Spotlight, and Room, because those three films have done really well at the awards. I didn't mention Room, however.
I think you did.
Did I mention? I said Spotlight and Revenant.
Girl, you drinking too much wine.
Boo boo! I'm just getting started. I'll see y'all at the post show.
I'll be leading it. She'll be passed out right here.
I'll be in the
couch.
bathroom. You'll hear me, the echo over there.
If you hear dry heaving, that's
It's just like a Christmas Carol episode. Oh man, you guys should just start with me heaving like last time. I'm really
All right.
it smells like red wine.
Let's
Anyway,
talk more.
Best
more.
Best Actor Leo, Best Actress Brie Larson,
I think
supporting.
Oh,
Brie
yeah.
Larson, she's gonna take it.
I
There's
mean,
no
I'm
question.
so happy for her. She has worked
Supporting
so hard.
Stallone
It's a
on
toss up
supporting
for
actor.
supporting.
Supporting
for
actor,
actress,
Stallone the shoo-in.
it's a tough.
I think Vikander's totally gonna take
Yeah.
it.
Vikander's a
I think
shoe-in. Nobody's gonna
has a
beat
chance,
Vikander.
though.
Nobody's gonna beat
Winslet.
Vikander. That's ridiculous to even
Winslet,
assume.
she hasn't. I mean, yes.
Winslet's won a couple times in this. Oh my god, we're talking for the lead.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, she was fantastic in Steve Jobs, but I mean, basically, the way I see it, that movie got those nominations as a thank you to the film, because it was a very high quality film, but it did not do well in theaters at all. Audiences just didn't connect to it. So I think that was their way of saying, "Hey, we appreciate your work." But I don't think they're gonna.
But audiences didn't connect it. Dave actually went to the film shooting, and he actually was in the movie.
That's right.
Our very
that's
own
right.
Dave McGuire was
an extra
in
that movie, as well as a bunch of people from the San Francisco Bay Area.
Yeah.
Come on, Academy, get your shit together.
Yeah, they don't have best extras as a category.
That is some bullshit. You know, Hollywood, for being such a self-aggrandizing just organization, they might as well have, you know, Jason Statham recently came out with a statement talking about how he wanted an award ceremony for, or at least a category in the Academy for best stunt work.
Oh no, and that's something that I agree should have been put in years ago. And
Mhm.
particularly in this year, if that was the case, Mad Max would have won that instantly, because some of the stuff they pulled off, it was all practical effects, pretty much, with the exception of like Charlize Theron's robotic hand.
Oh,
That was the only thing that was computerized. Everything else.
Shit.
No,
and then,
Brian,
of course,
Brian,
was-
there is a shitload that was computerized. The backgrounds, you've seen the videos. It's just that the explosions and the main things were practical. The backgrounds.
That's what I
were-
mean. I mean, there's a certain bit of visual effects that come standard now, where you do some matte work and you do some of that stuff like you're talking about. But
Kate Winslet and Leo are in the house right now. I'm following the sorry to interrupt, but I'm following
it was 20 years ago.
On the
Let
red
it
carpet.
go.
I will never let go.
Let it go.
Dude, that was the best setup ever. High five. Yes. I will never let go. Do 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 do.
All right,
DiCaprio.
Drunky the Clown.
Done.
Thank you, Drunky the Clown, for that interesting segment. Let's talk about some writing. Let's talk about writing. Adapted and original screenplay.
I'm gonna write Titanic 2.
So I think for
Good.
adapted screenplay, I want and think that Room is probably going to win.
Yeah, Room's gonna take it. She won last night for the Independent Spirit Awards for first screenplay. Who was I forget the writer's name for Room, but she wrote the novel, didn't she?
Yep.
Let me double
Oh,
check
I don't
on
know that for sure. I don't know that
It
for
was
sure.
like, yeah. Yeah, so Room was written by Emma Donoghue, who wrote the original novel for Room.
Okay, cool. So she adapted her
She
own
adapted
work, which
She's gonna win it. I mean,
Oh,
it's just automatic.
and for
Room
original.
was the first Oscar film that I watched this season, and
Oh.
I absolutely loved it.
Even though it's
Yeah.
I've watched it twice. I watched it once in preparation, and then I said to Katie, my fiance, I was like, "You have to see this movie. It's going to shatter your heart," and then put it back together.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely will shatter your heart.
And that's
Put
all
it
that I
back
ever need to see.
together.
That's a movie that I will never have to see again.
So
All right,
according to
original.
Dave, who's actually tweeting from the grave, he says that Emma Donoghue wrote the screenplay and then adapted her own work before she started shopping the book option. So this is
Nice.
Emma Donoghue's like baby.
Fix this right here.
Thanks, boo boo.
All right, let's talk about original screenplay now. I think honestly the most original script out of all those, which I think should win, is Ex Machina. But knowing the way things
Ex
work,
Machina was, there. Sorry. What'd you say,
Go
Sean?
on.
I didn't hear what you just said.
we're on a tad
Okay.
bit of a delay,
I'm just saying-
so we apologize to everybody for the slight miscommunication sometimes.
No, I agree with you about Ex Machina, is what I'm saying. I think it was a masterpiece of sci-fi writing.
Yep.
10 minutes to the showtime, guys.
Oh!
Sorry, I agree with you. You sound like Goofy. Goofy.
But I also think that Inside Out might have a good chance too, because it doesn't get more original than that.
I didn't really like it.
I like Bridges.
Spy Bridge, the Bridge of Spies, as
It
Colin
was
Hicks calls
better than I thought it was going to be.
How come?
Well, so Spielberg, it had all the right elements of a Spielberg movie. Definitely, like there's that parallel first act, third act callback that he does to show that things have changed. He's a very, very, very clear storyteller.
Need more horses.
You like War Horse more than you liked.
Yeah.
I loved War Horse.
I like
I
horses.
wept when I watched War Horse.
Brian, you weep when you watch the Power Rangers. That's not a good judge.
You do though. You get emotional. I'm
sitting
a
there
Jewish
like,
house.
Oh, Tommy, he was bad. He was rolling with Rita, and now he's good, and I think he's falling in love with the Pink Ranger. It's fucked up.
Dude, you don't know what emotions go through you when you see that Dragon Zord mixed with that Megazord and make that Dragon Megazord.
He basically, Brian's saying
You
he
guys-
likes watching
You
robots
see
fuck.
this?
Which brings us
He
back to
likes
Ex
watching-
Machina.
This
So
is
let's
not
go
a
forward.
Snapchat filter either, people. This is real life.
It was very moving.
You see the tears? If he's not gonna cry, I'm gonna
Very
punch him, make
moving.
him cry. I'm gonna make him cry, Moriarty. It's just you and me, baby. Sarah ain't here to save you. Neither is Dave. you in the dungeon
You
now.
know what I do with my kidneys right here. Right
Oh shit! We in
You only-
Thunderdome.
You only need one punch and then we'll do it. I'll also probably lose consciousness, so there's that too. But
I just got verklempt.
no, I think you just choked on wine.
Don't tell me what I can and cannot choke on, sir.
Wow.
I'm an independent woman.
Fair point. I'm not gonna go there.
Oh, I'm getting teary-eyed now too, but it's not because
So,
of your bitchiness. It's because
What
of
do
my
we
wine.
say? What do we say in the last 8 minutes that we have here? It hasn't already been
No
said
more.
by Ryan Seacrest.
No more Yankee, my wanky. Don't go need food.
So speaking of the Oscars being super racist, do we think that
Hashtag
possibly?
Oscar so white.
Do you think possibly Straight Outta Compton, since it was nominated for original screenplay, will get some sort of like obligatory win randomly?
I think. Oh,
That is a good question.
we got a little bit of good feedback.
I mean,
Thank
it's a
you,
really good script. It's a really good script. I don't want to take away anything from the writers of that script, but what it's compared to is so great, though. Like Spotlight, Bridge of Spies, Ex Machina, Inside Out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, okay, I would love for there to be a moment kind of like when 3-6 Mafia won, and for them to just get on stage and just go buck wild.
You can still hear the 3-6 Mafia, and they were like way, way, way backstage. I mean, it would be cool. It would be cool to see that kind of thing happen.
It'd be sick.
It would also, I mean, it wouldn't be genuine as much as it could have been, because everyone would see it as a move to say, okay, no, honor diversity. And that's not to say it's not a deserving film. Straight Outta Compton is a great movie in every sense of the word. I think it was very well written. It had great acting to it.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah. So, but it would be very hard for that recognition to look anything else other than political, I think, at this point.
Like they were giving him a handout.
I don't know if I would say that.
That's awkward.
All right,
This is such an
so
awkward,
for the next
like,
6
thing.
minutes, we'll just sit here and we will beg Spike Lee for his forgiveness. because he's going to hate everything we just said.
No, I think genuinely Spike Lee is going to the Knicks game tonight. So, like that's what he said he was going to do.
Wow.
He and his wife got courtside seats. I think he probably would have done that even if there wasn't the situation.
Well, no, what I'm
Probably gonna
saying is
DVR the
it's
show,
whether he shows up at the Oscars or whether he goes to the Knicks game, most of the time he loses. So it doesn't matter.
Well,
it's true. He's lost a lot of Oscars. He's not won that many, and the Knicks lose constantly. So it's like either way, he's going to watch losing.
It's not for lack of trying or creativity. I mean, his movie.
No, he's great.
Was
He's a great filmmaker.
really, really creative.
Let me ask you guys a question. Since Leo is winning tonight, I mean, come on, let's all admit it to ourselves. Who do you think is next on the docket for the most anticipation to win? Do you think like Johnny Depp, maybe? He's been nominated so much.
Maybe, but he doesn't want to. That's the thing. He just doesn't
Johnny
care
Depp's been. Glenn Close has been nominated, I think, 7 times.
Shit. That's
I've
right.
never won
Glenn
one,
Close has been. Michelle Pfeiffer has been nominated hella times too.
She's becoming the Susan Lucci of the Academy Awards.
Didn't Susan Lucci finally get one though?
No, not Michelle Pfeiffer. Glenn Close.
Oh, Glenn Close kicked Susan Lucci's ass. Yeah. Well, okay. So who are we looking forward to? What? Glenn Close, freaking Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci. I think he got nominated once, right, for Devil Wears Prada.
He hella talented though.
He's a great actor. Yeah.
Ava DuVernay. Yeah.
There's plenty of people. I saw this the other day. I'm going to check it up on it right now. But there's plenty of people who have been nominated more times and won less than Leo. Glenn Close was one of them.
Yeah.
Ed Harris has been nominated 4 or 5 times and never won.
4 minutes, you guys. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Oh, thank you, baby. I'm getting topped off by our trusty helper.
Our stagehand is giving her more and more alcohol.
I just got fluffed.
This is making great video.
This is a long.
So besides all of the awards, what I'm really looking forward to tonight too is watching Chris Rock heartily address the Oscars So White controversy and have him just go after it within the first 30 seconds he's on stage, and to just keep making callback jokes to it to kind of alleviate a little bit of tension, but to also, I don't know, maybe plant a seed in the back of the Academy's head to be like, if you guys are going to be this narrow-minded when it comes to nominating, then we're going to put somebody on stage who is going to verbally and humorously eviscerate you guys for most of the show.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that would be awesome. I mean, there really is no easy way to talk about this topic with him, being who he is.
Knowing him, he's just going to go front and center with it. He's just going to do it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be funny, and he'll make everybody laugh.
To be honest with you, I'm liking the direction the Academy is going with having these, stand-up comics lead the show. But I will always hold on to Hugh Jackman as host. That was my favorite show in recent history.
He was pretty really good.
Yeah. It was musical theater, and it was just enigmatic. That was the year that Slumdog Millionaire won. And it was so musical and artistically oriented, and since there was dance, there was music, there was just all this beautiful artistry. There was Coldplay. Like the montages for the films, I was crying, I was bawling. I mean, I was drunk, but I was bawling. Like I was emotional.
Yeah.
I want to see that in my Oscar show.
What I was going to say is we're getting very close to showtime, guys.
Yes, we are.
We're going to start wrapping it up. Guys, we hope you enjoy. Please come back here right after the Oscars get done. We're going to take a couple minutes just to regroup and get situated, but be watching, and we'll be talking live about.
By the way, though, the file that is right underneath this one on YouTube says that that's going to start at 10 p.m. We just had to pick a time. Ignore that. It's going to happen right after the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's 10 p.m. his time, 9 p.m. Pacific time.
Sorry. I forgot that I'm in the mountains.
Yeah, the mountains.
So we were estimating about 3.5 hour award ceremony. But anyway, enjoy and come back to us. Same nerd time, same nerd channel. This time, though, it's going to be youtube.com/+nerdonomy.
One more minute.
We'll see you guys. All right.
Bye, guys. It's going to be so awesome.
Mwah!